Manchester United players wouldn't win a game just by watching how they tied their laces in the warm-up. The Portuguese coach, 40, was axed by United on Monday after falling out with the board. Sign up for the Man United newsletter. Thank you. Ruben Amorim reportedly knew United wouldn't win a game after watching players tie their laces last season. Credit, Reuters. Amorim was sacked by United after just 14 months in charge at Old TraffordCredit, Alamy. Amorim embarked on a spectacular rant after United's 1-1 draw against Leeds, in which he criticised club chiefs over transfers. And that appeared to be the final straw with the club's hierarchy as the fallout over his departure continues. The team struggled to adapt to Amorim's 3-4-3 formation during his miserable 14 months at Old Trafford. His side suffered a total of 18 defeats in the Premier League in 2024-25 and ended up finishing in 15th place. Read more in Football. And a report from ESPN has claimed confidence was so low among the United camp last season that Amorim could sense a bad result was coming before a game last February. He told a source that he was convinced about their chances just by watching the way his players tied up their laces during the warm-up. Amorim also expressed fears the club was broken and that his players were fragile. The former Sporting Lisbon coach was also said to be shocked at the poor physicality in the squad when he took over in October 2024. Most read in Football. Best online casinos, top sites in the UK. The situation was so bad he had to be talked into staying just 3 months into his tenure after a poor run of form, the report adds. It goes on to say Amorim's controversial comment that United's current team was maybe the worst in the club's history wasn't well received by the players. Amorim was also distant with the squad and compartmentalized everything in a major departure from his predecessor Erik ten Hag. Sunsport reported how one of Amorim's main issues at Old Trafford was over transfer targets, and he was left frustrated after the club failed to sign Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo. Sources revealed Amorim had recommended different transfer targets to a shortlist drafted by Director of Football Jason Wilcox and Director of Recruitment Christopher Vavell. His final act at United was to complain over his title of head coach, rather than manager, after the Leeds game and suggested he could be forced out of the club. Amorim said, "I came here to be the manager of Manchester United, not to be the coach of Manchester United. That is clear. I know that my name is not Tuchel, is not Conte, is not Mourinho, but I'm the manager of Manchester United. It's going to be like this for 18 months or when the board decided to change." Recommended stories. Ex-player Darren Fletcher will lead the team as interim boss for United's trip to Burnley on Wednesday night. But United are still considering more long-term appointments and could bring former boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back as a caretaker boss, while Michael Carrick is also in contention.